Hey, babe, you look purple.
The light.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hello. This is the God Who's Real and Raw
podcast.
I'm Pedro. This is
Tara.
We just have to get back going tonight. We normally come on Sundays at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We probably would have been on earlier, but I just got back in from Cardiff.
From out of town.
So after about 300 miles of driving today alone, besides even yesterday, I'm back in the house. So we said, we got to get on and talk.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We all know the subject. We all know the matter at hand. And we just felt that it would be a good thing to get on and see if we can get some views and been a lot of views and opinions out there.
Yeah.
So we thought, why not give our opinion?
Yeah, why
Since
not?
we have the platform to do so, let's do it.
All right.
So I hope anybody that's joining us will be sure to comment and
just leave your response.
Yeah, leave your response in the chat.
Let's chat.
Yeah. So as we all know, I went to sleep last night.
I
must be honest, I haven't watched the Oscars, and I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched an award show.
I haven't either in a long time.
At least 10 years.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Grammys and Oscars, and they used to have another one. Was it the Hip Hop Awards?
Hip Hop.
Yeah, the Hip Hop Awards. Oh yeah,
they had all types of ones.
Those years ago.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and said my prayers and my devotion, and then I don't know, right before I went to work this morning, I said, let me just look at Facebook for a minute, just see what's happening.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I see all this breaking news. Will Smith punches Chris Rock. And I'm like, what? So I had to looked it up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. He just slapped the spit out of him. But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So then talking to the wife, he was like, oh, we gotta talk about it later. So we decided that here we are.
Right.
My thoughts right off the bat, I know there's been a lot of opinions about if it was staged. I don't think it was staged. I just don't think that they would. If it was staged, I don't think that being the Oscars is so white dominant,
right,
that Will Smith and Chris Rock would say, hey, you come up on the stage and smack me. Yeah, and I'll just stand there and take it. So I doubt it was staged.
Right. I mean, I doubt it's staged too. I don't think they just... but you never really know. You know what I mean? What's going on behind the scenes, but it don't look like it was to me.
No, it wasn't staged.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't staged for the simple fact that, well, you want to play the video first?
Yeah, let's do a little
clip.
We
do apologize for the cursing.
This it does have some...
It's not really cursing. They bleep out the curse, but you can tell what they're saying. But we're going to play the video, then we'll discuss the video, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right.
No, they don't look staged. Wow.
Wow. So I know a lot of people say, well, he was laughing when he first made the joke.
Yeah.
At first, I thought he was kind of laughing, joking. It seemed like he was actually laughing because, as we all know, Chris Rock is a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in that very split second,
very
split second, when he looked over at Jada and saw her reaction,
saw her face, even though he laughed in the beginning.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you,
initially it was funny.
Well, this is the thing, right? People always say, "Oh, well, he was laughing, so how can he get mad after he laughed?"
Right.
There's been times when somebody's made a joke about my wife, and I laughed, and then, hello, I laughed, and then when I looked at my wife's reaction, I was like, "Oh, I don't think I should be laughing at that."
Right.
And then I had to change the whole narrative of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what kind of happened. I think he looked over at Jada. We didn't get this. I know there's other views and other scenes.
Right.
But from my understanding, right off the bat, you see her face. She was not too happy with the joke.
Right.
And also, I don't think it was staged either because the lady that was sitting behind him,
mm-hmm.
she was one from Get Out, right? No, not from Get Out. Was it Get Out?
No. She played in a horror movie. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, she played in a horror movie. Didn't she also play in?
She played in
Black Panther.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm. Right, that was the one of the two that was like in the car when the car got exploded and stuff. She was driving the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, she was one of them. Yeah. Right. She played in a couple of movies. I can't name them all, but she.
Yeah, definitely. She was on the Warriors and right. Mm-hmm. So her reaction was said it all. Like she was like, "Wow," she couldn't believe it either.
Yeah, I don't think. Obviously, no one was suspecting for it to go down like that. You know what I mean?
I even saw like where it looked like Chris Rock actually looked like he was thinking about it in the back, but then he was like,
"No, I ain't gonna even go down."
I think he just was like in shock that he just got smacked, and then it does look like he leaned forward,
right?
But I think he leaned forward because I think he thought Will was gonna say something to him,
right?
Like, it looked like he leaned forward because he didn't think Will was gonna hit him. He kind of leaned forward, had his hands down, and leaned forward like, okay, Will's gonna say something to me, maybe whisper something to me,
right?
So he kind of leaned forward, and then Will just. Bam! Just
at that moment, he was defending his wife. At that moment, he was doing what he had to do.
Yeah,
I think any husband.
I think he was. Some people say he was being selfish. Spouse. He made it by himself. I just think that, in marriage, we've had this discussion, and we can testimony to this that no marriage is perfect.
No marriage is perfect.
My wife and I have been through a lot of things, but one thing I know my wife has, and one thing she knows I have, is her back.
Right. And that's what he showed.
And no matter what, even all the stuff, all the things that people say, well, they did get out there with the open relationship. They get out there where she was with the other
entanglement
guy,
and everything.
The entanglement and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. Yeah, that wasn't she right?
I agree with that. I think that Chris did handle it well.
I don't know if he was wrong though. For Rika, I don't think he was wrong. See, that's the thing. I don't think he was wrong.
No, Will was wrong for hitting him.
Why?
I don't think he should have, put his hand. You don't put your hands on other people. Look, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Listen,
I'm just saying.
Wait. Let me say. I'm gonna say right what I said to you earlier in the car. I said, you know what? When it comes to superstars and megastars and people out there in the world, movie stars and all of those things,
right?
We have such a high standard for them that we forget that they're people too. They're
human, yeah.
We forget that they are people that make mistakes just like the common people or the poor people. And, they get away with some more things. The rich do get away with a lot of things. They don't pay much taxes.
Right.
They can donate money and get charity, and then they get the money back, and, they stay rich.
Right.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is that in that very moment, I made the other joke to you. I made the joke, but I was dead serious. I don't know if you all have seen Bel Air. One thing, I stopped watching Bel Air because I was like, you know what? It's just a little bit too thing for me.
Right.
But I think that Will actually went back to his old Philadelphia days of growing up. And like and one thing I know about Bel Air was like in the first episode, the character that plays Will had like 3 fights.
Yeah.
He went, and actually it was kind of funny. He's had in the show, all 3, he just walked up on a dude and punched him. He punched Carlton, he punched a white dude, and he punched Carter's friend, and he punched this other kid.
But one thing you got to realize about Will, he's a very emotional person. You know what I mean? Like he cried on a whim. He's very emotional. You know what I mean?
He's a man in touch with his feelings.
That I'm just saying, he keep his feelings definitely on his sleeve. You know what I mean? And he just and he plays on that, and I think that really showed at the Oscars.
Yeah, but I think that like I said, I don't think that he was wrong. I really don't think he was wrong because
I don't think he was wrong in the sense of defending his wife, but I'm talking about in the sense of him hitting another person. That was wrong.
The man just disrespected his wife.
I know, but it's so many other ways. He could have used words. He could have said how he felt. You know what I'm saying?
But at that moment, he decided, look, it's just
so much that could have been done.
Old school. He decided to use his hands. That's old school.
Frederica said he could have met the man behind the stage, addressed the situation, give Chris a chance to either apologize or say, right. You know what I'm saying? And took it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? He could have did that.
Yeah, but when the emotions...
It's so many things.
Okay, from what I heard, because like I said, I haven't watched it, so I haven't watched the whole thing.
Right.
What I heard, that Chris was doing a documentary on...
I agree. You don't hit people. You just don't.
You know what? That may be true, but guess what?
You know what? Violence.
I'm sorry. You know what? I don't advocate violence, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if that was me, I would have hit him.
But that don't make it right.
It's right in my book.
What if Chris was the type of person that said, you know what, I'm gonna press charges?
Then I deal with the situation.
What I'm saying is, it's consequences for your actions.
You got money.
Let me
ask you a question. If he presses charges, what's gonna happen to Will? Pay a big fine. What? He ain't gonna get no jail time.
All I'm saying,
because he does have that privilege. So
I get that, but I even read something that says that they may take his Oscar away because of the incident.
Then take it.
You know,
take it. I don't care. The Oscar's just an Oscar.
It is. You know, I mean, because he is. I like him as I like him as an actor, and I'm still going to be a fan. I still watch his movies. I still do all of that, and Chris Rock too.
That's not the crux.
I know that's not the crux.
That's not the crux. The crux is that he hit him.
Right.
And the point is that Joel is saying that it's wrong, but I'm saying I don't think it was wrong.
Right.
See, this is the thing. I always say this in the past. Every action has a reaction.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, now also Jada, this is something that people know because Jada has documented that she has alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
And that she is going to be shaving her head. She's been talking about this for a year. So you don't think that Chris Rock knew?
But she always been on. If you look at a lot of her movies,
but
she wore a lot of hats.
Todd, this is not. I know we went through all of that where she's always wearing a hat, her hair's always short, she's always wearing a wig. I got all of that. But I definitely read where I definitely know this for a fact that she had talked about this for a long time.
Right.
How she has suffered with alopecia.
Alopecia.
My apologies. I'm saying it wrong. But so I think Chris Rock knew, but I think in the moment, because the comedian in him, he was up there talking about a documentary, and he just happened to see. You say she was in the green dress, and he thought of Demi Moore and G.I. Jane 1, the first one, where she shaved the wall.
G.I. Jane 2 coming.
And he just like, I think what you said is so true. I think he had it in his head, and it just came out his mouth, like, you know, like they say in the Twitter world, think before you press send. I think he just, you know, he honestly just had it in his head. He looked over and saw and was like, "Oh, this is too good to let up." And you know, he thought, boys, you know, it's gonna be, you know, I just say this, you know,
right,
and that'd be the end of that,
right?
But obviously, it wasn't the end of that, so
right. Frederica has said, "I bet if it was 50 Cent, Denzel, Snoop, he would have stayed in his seat."
I don't think that had anything to do with it because everybody say that. This is not. Why? Because it's Chris Rock? I don't think so. I think Will at that moment he snapped because I'll be honest, if it was me, and even if the dude was bigger than me, I would have went up there.
I think with everything going on between him and Jada and just everything that's just out there, I just think it was just a lot. And then he was just like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done. Stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think he even thought about the Oscars and who was there at that moment. I think he was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Because he said in his speech, you know, being in the light that he's in, you have to, you know, take people saying stuff about you and all of this stuff. You have to take all of that and keep going. And I think he just had enough. That's what I think.
I definitely think that.
Now, him defending his wife, I am happy that he did that. Because if he would have just sat there saying that his wife was not happy, she wasn't even cracking a smile. He had to do something.
Yeah. And now, like I said, I don't condone violence, and everybody says the wrong thing. Okay, wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in that instance, in that split instance, he went for the gusto.
He went in.
He said, "Forget this. I'm gonna go out there and defend my wife."
Right.
And he went and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't. That's the thing. We can always say "if" or "I bet,"
right?
But we don't know that because it wasn't the case. Somebody said if it was Tupac, he would have shot him. And I took offense to that. I honestly took offense to that comment.
People gonna always. No,
but I took offense to that because Tupac may have been ghetto and he may have been
a lot of things.
A lot of things, but one thing Tupac was, people don't understand. He was a very smart brother.
Yeah,
he was very smart. He was very educated and smart.
Mm-hmm.
He just came from the streets, but because he came from the streets, he had that street savvy, but he was also very
knowledgeable. Yeah.
So I don't think he probably would have went up there too and hit the person, but I don't think he would have shot him. Come on.
At the end of the day,
ridiculous.
I always say, at the end of the day, you never know what you'll do until you in a situation. Until it's you. You know what I mean? You don't know how you'll react. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you'll do until you're in that situation. And I
know what I would do if I was in that situation.
I'm just saying, I
would have hit him.
People would have said, "Oh, it could have been done differently. He could have did this, or he could have did that."
I know what I would have did. I would have hit him. I ain't gonna lie. I know what I would have did. I would have hit him.
Yeah.
I would have hit him. I'll be honest. I would have hit him. I know I would have hit him. I know my temper and I know my threshold.
Mm-hmm.
And if I looked over to you and saw the reaction on your face, even though I'm in love, I would have been like, "Oh, now I gotta fix it." And the way I would have fixed it was go up there and say, "Okay, I'm gonna show my wife that I got her back." And I would.
But how you think this gonna change things for Will, like in the future?
I don't think it's gonna change anything. I don't think it's gonna change anything because I think, people that didn't like him just not gonna like him anymore. And people that are not gonna, that people are gonna like him, gonna continue to like him.
Right.
Some people are gonna be like, yeah, he's sticking up for his wife. Some people are gonna say he's a punk.
Yeah.
What does it really care? What does it really care? Will Smith has got enough money where he's gonna be taking care of his generation. He has generation money. He's got money where his children and their children and their children and their grandchildren and great grandchildren and great grandchildren, they covered for the rest of their lives. So he can quit today and be good.
Yeah.
He can quit today and be good. So he's fine in that aspect. I don't really think he cares about that.
Right.
To be honest with you, maybe he's even tired of being in the limelight. Maybe he's like a little tired of
Yeah.
I want to know.
Sometimes it could be too much for people.
I want to know when they're going to do a red table talk.
I'm sure.
That's what I want to see.
Sure
if they don't do a red table talk right away or in the next month or so, that means that they definitely taking a break and they're like, let's let this die down.
Right. Yeah, that may be the case.
And I even think they're going to do a table talk. Or I even think, why do you have no respect for them? Why? Because they have an open marriage or because of the things in their life?
Everybody has an
opinion. Everybody has an opinion. I'm not saying that. I'm asking why I have no respect because of who else? What couples out there is not messy and that husband and thing?
They're just more public.
It's just more public. It's just more out there because of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But people are going to.
But a lot of people look to them because they the black couple in Hollywood. And Denzel
but that's
and
the
his
problem.
wife.
That's the problem. You can't compare them to Denzel and his wife. You can't compare them to Tyler Perry and does he have a partner? I don't even know.
I don't think he's.
You can't compare it to other people.
But I thought it was nice that Denzel and Tyler Perry and the other guy got the white guy, Bradley Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they came up and said something to him. Out of all the people that was at the Oscars, they was the only one. I'm sure it was other people, but. What was filmed was them going up to him.
You said, "Well, I want to hit people." I didn't say I want to hit people. I said that I would have probably reacted that way. Because, like I said, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying in the moment, that would be it's not violence. In the moment, that is my reaction. That would be my reaction. I'm not going to sit here even lie and say it wouldn't be. That would definitely have been my reaction. I'll be honest. That would have been, and I don't care who was up there. If I would have went up there and got my butt kicked, if it was 50 Cent or Snoop Knight whoever, I still would have went up there and did it. It's like,
you couldn't do Suge. Not have to get in jail, but I'm just saying.
I'm just because he's a big guy. I'm saying because he's a big guy.
Right.
God rest his soul. The one that died, Ving Rhames, he didn't die. What's the other one that passed away recently from Green Mile?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Like, but see, the thing of those guys when they make that joke because they're not comedians,
right?
So that in itself doesn't even work. But I just, it wasn't even like he was joking a lot. He was more talking, and then he just kind of, like I said, he just saw Jada.
He saw opportunity.
The brain in him just said he couldn't. It was like in Everybody Hates Chris when he was just thinking to himself, but he just said it. He just said it out loud. He just said it. He just had it in his head and just said poof.
Yeah.
And then next thing he's like, wow. And I have respect for Chris Rock because he could have definitely reacted differently.
He could have. They could have been.
They could have stopped scrapping on the stage.
Right.
There's no telling what. He could have. He could have handled that a whole lot differently than the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
So I got much respect for Chris Rock because he definitely handled it like the gentleman that he did, the boss that he did. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same token, what Will did, I have respect for Will for what he did, but I don't agree with the way he did it.
He handled
but
it.
But I can't deny and say that I would have handled it the same way. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
This, of course, is my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people are going to be like, really? But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Wow. And then...
But I'm sure Jada felt like, thank you for doing that for me. You know what I mean?
I don't know if she said that.
Well, we don't know what it was, but I'm just saying people were saying he was dancing in at the after party and stuff like that, like into his songs and stuff.
What he want to do? He wanted to go home and soak and hide his Oscar and like just go somewhere hide under a rock.
Yeah. I don't think this take away from how talented he is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but why are you stuck on that? That has nothing to do with his. It has nothing to do with.
No, but I'm saying, but people gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
that he's not talented because he hit somebody.
People sometimes forget everything. You do one bad thing, and you know that. You do one bad thing, and that's all people remember. Is that one bad thing you did? You could do a million good things, but people can remember that one bad thing. And you know that's true.
My main thing is, what if he saw that dude that Jada had the relationship with? Would he hit him? That'd be my question.
He should have hit him. He should have found him.
He should have found him. I don't, but I think that was just a whole nother situation where they had like a little, understanding and she went.
I don't think Will thought that Jada was gonna have feelings for the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was like in love with this guy.
Yeah, when you with somebody, we always say you develop feelings.
I'm just saying she went all in, and I think that really hurt him. You remember that whole interview, him sitting at that table, eyes all bloodshot, crying and everything. He was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. Now I think he just.
You know what I'm saying? I think
I'm gonna stop saying. I think, in my opinion, I believe that he just snapped. And people say he's got mental issues and this and that. Why does he have mental issues? Because he went up there and slapped.
No, he just reacted to the situation.
He reacted to the situation. Yeah.
I don't think it had nothing to do with mental issues.
No, I'm not saying. I just think he just got tired of all the stuff. I just think he got tired of all the jabs, and that in life we could take a lot of stuff, and you can hold on to a lot of stuff, and he's definitely been holding on to some things behind the scenes, and for whatever reason, and sometimes it don't even take much. It just takes one simple, innocent comment. And that's what it was. It was just a joke. That was an innocent common joke.
Right.
It had no malice towards it. Had no nothing.
Mm-hmm. It was
at
the wrong time.
That joke just.
It was at the wrong time.
Period. It just ticked his off. It just made that chicken bomb go boop, and he just said, "I'm going up there."
Yeah, and he did that.
And you said something. Oh, she should have stopped him. I don't even think she realized.
All I'm saying is that when she saw her husband going up there, I'm not saying that she could have physically, but. Maybe, I don't know, at some point she could have been like, Will, just,
I think.
Let's handle this.
Let me ask you a question. Remember that time?
Come back or whatever.
Remember that time in the situation where a situation happened and I was gone in the blink of an eye?
Oh, right.
Okay, you can't stop somebody when you don't realize what they're about to do.
I get it.
That's all I'm going to say.
I get it.
I'm not even going to get into it. All I'm going to say is I've been in a situation like that.
Okay.
And it wasn't even for you.
Yeah, I get it.
And blinking an eye, I was poof, up the stairs like the Flash.
I understand that, but that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is when you want to do something, nobody's gonna talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna talk you out of it. When you want to do something, it gets done.
Yeah.
And then you deal with the consequences after.
Yeah.
And I think Will was willing to accept the consequences after too. I think he really was. At that moment, he wasn't thinking, if I hit him, am I going to get arrested? Am I going to lose the Grammy? Am I going to this? Am I going to that?
Oscar, yeah.
You know, the Oscar. I said Grammy. I'm sorry, the Oscar. So, you know, he wasn't thinking about that.
No.
He was just like, I'm pissed. My wife is upset.
Mm-hmm.
We was having a good night. Now she's going to be upset. I got to fix this.
Right.
How can I fix it? I'm going to go up there and slap him.
Yeah.
And then they said he punched him. He didn't punch him. He open hand slapped him.
Yeah, because his hand was open.
Yeah, it was open hand.
At the end of it.
Yeah, he open hand slapped him. But I mean, you know, but I don't know.
So my thing is, so if Jada would have been smiling, think about it like this: if Jada would have been smiling instead of the face expression that she had, they probably would have just laughed it off and just would have been what it was. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? People would have just totally forgot about it. Yeah, and not even thought twice about it.
Will snapped. Exactly. Will just snapped.
He was just going through.
He became, because people think he's Will Smith. He's not supposed to snap. Will just physically snapped. He mentally and physically snapped. What did
Denzel Washington say? What did he say? He said, when you're at the highest point of your life, the devil come in. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he said you can't let the devil come in. That's exactly what he said. Even though he pimp slapped him, like Rika said.
He hit him like that. What's that guy that passed away? When he said, "Mama, Mama," and she said, "What?" He smacked her with the chicken. It was next Friday. I think it was the next Friday. When he turned around, he just said,
"You got slapped up."
Yeah, he just slapped the boy. But I mean, and then I'm not even advocating slapping a woman, so I'm not saying
no.
But that was funny in next Friday.
Right.
But and then some people say, what if he had did that as a woman? I don't think a woman would have made that joke.
We don't know.
No, a woman, even a comedian would have made that joke to Jada. I don't think a woman would have.
But this is the thing. I don't think Chris Rock would have made that joke if he knew she had a condition the way she had. Because I really didn't know she had an alopecia problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Like I said,
if she have talked about it,
maybe when you're a comedian like Chris Rock, the stuff, the material does not just shut down. You always got material. Right. And I honestly think he was doing the show. Mm-hmm. He looked over. He saw Jada. Mm-hmm. He said, "Oh." He kept on doing the show. He looked again,
think the green dress may have made him think about Army.
He saw the ball,
so he thought about Demi Moore and G.I. Jane.
And so his brain just started working. And the next thing he said, "Oh man, she looked like G.I. Jane too." Because he said it's just a G.I. Jane joke. He said that in the clip. He said it's just a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
So he was really just, like you said, he was no malice in his.
I mean, he could have. It's so many things. He could have been cursing. He could have, did all of that, but he kept his composure. Yeah, I'm just saying he kept his composure.
Nah, he's not gonna do that.
He did that.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, he just was like, what? Yeah, mm-hmm. I think after he just was like, wait a minute, I can't believe I just got smacked. Like I think he was more in shock and yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Wow. And then they say, what if it was a white man? I don't think it really mattered who was up there.
Right.
Besides a woman. I don't believe Will Smith would have been up there if it was a woman. But I think if it was a white man, if it was two white men, mm-hmm. Yeah, they would have handled things differently because we have black people handle things differently than white people. We have a different mantra that we kind of do. We even have a kind of a thing like, you don't talk bad about your black folk, your black people.
Right.
Like, oh, you're not supposed to talk bad.
Mm. Well, alopecia got to do
because she cut off. That's why her hair. She cut off all her hair.
Mm-hmm. Well, the movie G.I. Jane was Demi Moore, where she cut off her.
Yeah, to get into the army.
Yeah.
Or the Marines or something. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a G.I. Jane. That was a G.I. Jane joke because she had cut off her hair so that she can get in, into the army and stuff. So that was the reference of that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she cut off her hair because I guess her hair was thinning in some places and it was really messed up.
Right.
So she just keeps herself. I think she put a post that she's going to keep it that way for the foreseeable future,
Mm-hmm.
for times to come and stuff.
Right.
And I must commend Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
And I don't even like Tyler Perry.
And whoever else came up to him.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
Sorry. Yeah, he played Face on 18.
Okay, I don't know.
You don't remember the 18? The newer version of 18?
No, I don't watch shows like that.
You don't know Bradley Cooper?
No, I just told you no.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Pretty decent actor.
Yeah.
But I give them props because they definitely had best intentions and they
was genuine.
They showed Bradley Cooper going to Will and talking to him and hugging him twice and giving him a pat on the back.
Right.
And just trying to calm him down and just keep him under control there, because it seemed like he was still pissed off after, so there was no telling. See, that's the thing.
I think that's why he was up there crying, because he was just
still
mad.
Pissed off more.
Right.
So there's no telling what else more he would have done.
Right. And we don't know what else was said, if he even talked to Chris Rock after the fact. We don't even know.
I don't think so.
And think about it. Him and Chris Rock may come together and talk this thing through, maybe through an interview or something like that.
Nope. Because when he got up there and apologized, he apologized to everybody but Chris Rock. So I would say right now that bridge is burnt. It's on fire.
Well, we'll see.
The roof.
We'll see.
The roof is on fire.
We'll see. We'll see. In time, we definitely will see.
Yeah.
Because you'll never know.
Look, time heals all wounds, but
now
that wound ain't gonna be healed. That wound is wide open.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it's gonna be right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of people have given Will props, and a lot of people have said he's a punk, and a lot of people.
Well, a lot of people are gonna be on his side, and guess what? Some people not. Not everybody gonna be for you, but he came for him. Yeah. Will felt like you coming for us. You coming for my wife like that. And that's what it was. He came for him. He went there, and so he went there.
I still thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I couldn't help smile.
Some people say, it's making it look bad for the black community that, Will Smith did that. Did anybody check
on Chris? No, they did actually. He went to the back. He went to the back and got checked. I read on that. He did. He had to finish. They didn't come check on him while he was on the stage because they was not going to rush out on him like that. But right after that part of it, when they went to break, I heard that he did go to the back and get checked. I did read that somewhere that he did go back and get checked, and then the police came and asked him what to press charges. He said no.
And, I saw somebody had a picture.
But they said that they opened up. They said that it's still open because I guess it just happened, and just like a statute of limitation. So he still has time to press charges if he decides to change his mind. So Chris Rock could change his mind and still press charges.
He could.
At the moment, he could still press charges.
Yeah, he could.
But they didn't check on him right away because he was on the stage. They was not going to rush on the stage. That was really
somebody had a picture up of them, of Chris Rock, Will, and Jada when they was younger, I think, and when she had long hair or something, or Will, whatever. And they had a picture of them like happy moments where they was smiling.
You don't think? Wait, let me ask you.
I'm just saying, where they was friends.
Tom, let me ask. Why do you look at stuff? Why does that even matter?
I'm saying, how did that?
Wait, why does that even matter? You make it seem like they had a beef or something.
No, I was just saying, like,
he made a joke that Will Smith snapped. It don't matter if it was his best friend. It would have nothing to do about it. They was happy in the past or happy in the present and happy later on in life. He made a joke that pissed off Will, and Will decided to react on it. So what if I hate when people start doing that. Oh, well, they was happy back 10 years ago. A lot of stuff happens in 10 years. A lot of stuff happens in 10 years. People change. Yeah, exactly. You don't, And then I was listening to the news over here, and the guy was like, oh, I can't believe they let him get his Grammy. I can't believe they didn't take it away. And then another guy said, oh, Chris Rock is nasty. I interviewed him. He's nasty. Who cares? Who cares if Chris Rock is nasty? Who cares if Will Smith
not everybody gonna be for you. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But people gotta get over that. So what? This has nothing to do about anything that happened in the past. This has nothing to do with the present. This is about the present. And in the present, he made a joke that pissed off Will, and Will felt the need to defend his wife. And for that, I totally agree. because I'll be honest, I know I wouldn't have thought, I would have just reacted.
Yeah.
Will did not think, he reacted.
Yeah.
And that's a problem that we have sometimes, and that's with white men, black men, green men, yellow men, blue men, and orange men.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes as men, we.
At the end of the day, he did what he had to do for his wife, and where it was at the time. That's what he did.
In his mind.
Yeah, in his mind.
It may have been a wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
But in his mind, that was the right thing to do.
Right.
I can't fault him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fault him for that at all. And I'm sure some people are going to say,
you said what I said? I didn't say. What did I say?
I don't know. You was talking. I don't know. What was you saying? Well, like I said, and this is something that people are going to debate about this for. I know next year the Oscars is going to have a real turnout. Well, Number one, they want to see if Will Smith is going to be there. They're going to want to see if Chris Rock is.
Well, Will did say, he hope he get invited back again.
I think somebody even said the next Chris Rock concert that he's going to do is going to be sold out. He's already sold out. What is the difference it make? It's always sold. Chris Rock sells out every time. It's just not going to make a difference.
Right.
It's not going to make a difference. People. Let's just call it for what it is. Chris Rock made a joke. Maybe it was in poor taste, maybe not, but it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith snapped, lost his mind, went up there, said, "I had enough," smacked him, and walked away. And that's the end of that. And that's the way. That's all, folks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm like I said, I don't fault him for it. And this is the thing. I'm not saying I even agree with his action, because I'm not saying that was the right thing to do. It's obviously the wrong thing to do. It's obviously wrong to hit somebody.
Right.
But I know myself. I would have reacted the same way. And I can't put myself in real shoes because I'll never be able to do that. But I'm just saying in the sense of that reaction, if I had just built up whatever build up he had or whatever made him snap, I could see myself doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Because he was laughing.
Yeah.
So he did laugh. Think it was but once he saw his wife, and we don't know what kind of conversations they have. I don't know what kind of discussions they've had and how it maybe affected her and how, just because she get a picket, we don't know how could it be affected her what's that word?
What?
Not her spirit. Her well-being.
Right.
How she could be feeling about having her hair shaven.
Right.
And being bald like that. You don't know what, and...
being a woman and going through different changes and stuff like that, getting older, body change and everything just not the way she probably wanted to be. She's still a beautiful woman. She just, she going through some issues like a lot of women and men dealing with alopecia. And it's not, a lot of people don't like it and some people live with it, and I think for her, it's just something that she's learning to live with because it's not a cure for it. You know what I'm saying? And as a woman, your hair is like your beauty mark. It's like, some people cut their hair off just for a new beginning. And I think for her, she just, it's just something that she does. It's a hard thing, for women. And for her, I'm sure. Because even her daughter had her hair cut off too. If you saw in a picture they had. Her daughter had was cut.
She had she had the hair thing. What that song was that?
Something. Yeah. Yeah.
I know the beats in my head. Yeah. I don't know the song because I don't never.
Yeah, she shake her head back and forth type of situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
All right. Well, pretty much that's all. I mean, I know I may not have said much, but I do. It's all I can say. And the whole aspect of it is that, I don't condone what Will did, but I do agree with what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about their past, and I don't care about what they did or how they got to that point, because it's, that's just what it is. They're in the limelight. A lot of it is on their own doing. They're putting themselves out there like that.
Yeah.
I
think they put themselves out there because there's so many. It's some people that can relate to them. Relatable.
They're not the only person out there that has an open relationship.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there do swinging and everything.
No. What's her name? She has an open relationship. What's her name?
You talking about Monique and her husband?
Yeah, they have an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that for a fact.
She talked about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She talked about that. She defended it. So. these people are they're not the only celebrities that have open relationships.
Yeah.
And sure. So, and and open relationships have been going on for a long time. You know how many open relationships were happening when people were away in the army and in the war? And the wife would be like, "Oh, why are you in Japan? You can have a girlfriend."
Yeah, some people would be like, "Well, who was that person that was like, you can have a baby?" It was a couple. I can't remember their name exactly, but I remember reading something on it where this girl gave her husband permission to have a baby with somebody else because she couldn't have kids with him. Well, she couldn't have children. No, I ain't talking about the Bible. I ain't talking. But see, you know what? No, I'm talking about. Bible, I know it happened in the Bible, but I'm talking about this happened to a couple. I can't remember their name exactly, but
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea because I don't look at the news.
It wasn't the news. It was something that I saw. Like,
you be looking for that stuff. I
was not looking for it, P. Joe. I came up scrolling. How you scroll through stuff, Instagram and Facebook and stuff, I was not looking for it. Like I said,
you were looking for it
anyway.
All I know is that I just, I don't look at the news like that.
But I always, one thing, Denzel Washington is one of my favorite, and I like him as a person as well because he's a very spiritual person, and Will seem like he's a spiritual person too. And I just think look, we all fall short.
That's how we get up.
We all fall short, the glory of God. We all mess up. Mm-hmm. We all make mistakes. We all do things, and then I'm sure we're gonna have time to think about this and be like, well, dang. Maybe I shouldn't have reacted that way. I'm sure he's going to say something at some point. He ain't saying nothing now, but I believe once things die down, he's going to talk about it. Watch this, because I bet you people calling him in for an interview or something. Like, can we get interview? We want to get your action. But I'm just saying, I think at some point he may talk about it.
He may. Most likely he will.
I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. They may wait a couple of weeks. His publicist may say right now, don't talk.
Like tomorrow.
His publicist was talking to him the whole time. They probably telling him, look, don't talk right now.
You just said soon. Soon is tomorrow.
I mean, I'm just saying soon can be.
No, soon is tomorrow. No, soon is not a week. Soon is tomorrow. 2 or 3 days. That's soon.
Well,
I think you should say in the future, he will bring this up, and they will. At some point, hash it out or work it out or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, who knows? But this is the thing. Even if they do, guess what? How does it affect us? Don't affect us at all.
Well, it don't affect us, but guess what?
It just people want to know.
Well, people want to know because
people. Get out there live.
This is the thing. Okay. This happened on live TV during the show. It ain't like we was looking for it. It just happened.
I understand that. So now let them have their moment.
Like it became everybody's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it was put in the public eye.
Yeah. So
okay, I understand that, but yeah, look, it is what it is. It will happen when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be honest, babe. You know me. Somebody disrespect you like that, I'm smacking them.
See, you know what? That's why if you ain't got no Will Smith, then you better not be with him.
If you don't got no man that's gonna smack somebody else for you to be with them,
if you ain't got
you cannot promote violence on this podcast.
I'm not promoting violence.
You just said.
I'm not promoting violence. All I said is that if you ain't got no man that's gonna stick up for you through the thick and the thin, then hey, you ain't got no real man.
Even after all the bad things that's happened.
Well, it is what it is.
That's my point.
They are true.
The bad things that happen,
all I'm saying, they are true product of for better and for worse.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they showing that to the world that you can be. They imperfect people. You see what I'm saying? They are simple people just like us. Mm-hmm. They make mistakes just like us, and their decisions not always good decisions. Nope. You know what I'm saying? So they people too.
Yeah. And I know you'll cut somebody too for me.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he was like, forget that.
Would you cut somebody for me?
Baby.
You won't smack him or hit him, but you definitely
I don't know. I ain't going to never say what I won't do. I'm just saying, don't cross me.
That's my baby. There you go. Yeah, that's why I married you.
I'm just saying.
You and I don't like you. But anyway, so...
See, that shows you that Will and Jada may not like each other all the time, but when the time gets tough, baby, they was all in, and he was all in. That's what he did. He went in. He didn't care. And he went and had his party and was dancing to "Let's Get Giggy With It" or "Jiggy With It."
Oh, that's what the song was?
Yeah, he was. That's his song. That's his song.
I know that's his. I'm not under a rock. I know that's his song.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about? I know the newscaster.
He was saying, "Let's get jiggy with it, baby."
I knew
grabbing his Oscar.
I knew the newscaster was mad because he said his son posted, "That's how we do." He's like, "How they do what? What? Go and punch something?" He was all mad.
But you know what? Like, people gonna always you gonna always have that one person that have that don't think you're supposed to react or say anything to anything. Whatever. People gonna have their opinion. So whatever.
Don't throw stones in a glass house. Is that the phrase?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't never say what you won't do.
I've always said that. As you all know, I've been married 3 times, and I think my first ex-wife, she used to tell me all the time, she's like, "I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do this." She said, "Never say never." Mm-hmm. That's one thing I did get from that marriage is that phrase, "Never say never."
I say that all the time.
What you're gonna do. No, I'm talking about Todd. I'm talking about I'm talking about for years. I've been it's been a phrase that has been over there for years. Mm-hmm. Like, you never say no because you never know what you will do in that situation.
That's the truth.
That situation presents itself. You just like, hey, I know some of the things I've done. I never would have thought I would have did it, but I did it. Mm-hmm. It's been some times when I've had to, step to people and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah.
So I can't. Like I said, I know me. I know if that was me, I definitely would have did the same thing, and I don't care if it was the biggest guy in the building. I would have still stepped.
Somebody had put the Rock picture up there with Chris Rock jacket on, and they had Will coming up there. He was like, "Nah, that's all right." He turned around and went back in his seat. And I'm like, yeah, the memes are funny, So I just laugh at them.
A little ridiculous. Yeah, the memes are a little ridiculous, but that's just the way we live in this world. The memes are the memes.
Well, yeah, whatever.
You said the memes. What's a meme?
Memes are people.
Memes. It's not memes.
Okay, fine.
You be making your own words.
I'm my own dictionary.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's right. You be making up stuff. I'm like, Todd, that's not even in the dictionary. But let me say a word. You like, that's not. And I'm like, look it up. And then sure enough, what it'd be in the dictionary.
Not all the time. Whatever.
All the time. What word have I said that's never been in the dictionary?
I don't know, but I'm not going through that right now.
Thank you. That's right, because it's not a word I haven't said that's not been in the dictionary.
Yeah.
See, I did read books when I was younger. I mean, I read as much as I did back in the day, but I did read a lot when I was younger. I was nerd. I had nothing else to do but read a book.
Yeah, being an only child is awful.
Yeah, it was not easy, but I made it through. Look at me now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah. But they say, Will may not talk about his stuff at the red table, but he did talk about a lot of stuff in his book, which I haven't read. But some people say it's good.
What do you mean it's good?
I'm just saying, some people say his book good. Maybe he's talking about some stuff.
I don't know. The funny thing is,
his book may go off the shelves now, though. Shoot.
Well, it's not even that expensive because I see it in a store called W.H. Smithfield. I thought I saw like high price for like $6.99, six.
See, he's trying to make sure it's available to everyone,
to all the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was just.
I think he's just telling his part of the story in this thing. You know what I'm saying? You may need to read it.
Why I need to read the book? See, why I need to read the book.
Don't read it.
Honestly, why do I need to read the book?
You don't have to.
But I'm asking you, why do I need to read the book?
I don't know, but maybe you just want to see. He talked about a lot of stuff about his life growing up and all of that type of stuff. So, yeah.
Funny thing, I don't like autobiographies.
I do. I like looking at them. I don't know if I like reading them.
Yeah, I would look at an autobiography, but I don't know if I would read an autobiography.
Yeah. I think sometimes when I read, I get very sleepy, so I need to.
That don't take much. when you watch your TV, fall asleep. So what's the difference?
That's true, but I'm up tonight, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I just drove all this. I just drove 4.5 hours up here, and you still up. I'm like, what? You definitely wanted to talk about this, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, you best believe this is not the end. I'm sure we're going to hear more about what's going to be going on with Will Smith, but I still have a lot of respect for Will. A lot of people say they lost respect for him, but I have respect for him still. I still like him as an actor. He seemed like he's a nice person.
See, respect to me is such a
people lose respect so fast when something like this go like this. You know, it's a black man that just you know
they don't look at
I don't have no respect.
They don't look at the circumstances of why it was done.
Right.
So that's why I can't say. And I never had respect for Will in the first place. So I can't lose respect if I didn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, I
like him as an actor. And I think he seems like a cool guy. I don't know him. How am I supposed to have respect for somebody I don't know?
That's true. That's true.
Knowing them through TV and movies doesn't mean you know.
Well, you know, when you watch people on TV for a long time, you feel like you know them. It's just like it makes you
don't really know.
I'm just saying, I know you don't really know them, but sometimes you feel like you know a person because you're watching them on TV.
That's the misconception of the day. People don't know people because you see them on TV. You only know people if you hang out with them, you speak to them, you
spend time
with them. That's how you know somebody. You know, if that's the case, then a lot of marriages will be all right. A lot of people still be married. You meet them online or you meet them on TV, and you ever notice how a lot of movie stars don't stay together?
But you see, Will and Jada been together because at least you see that they communicate at some point in their relationship that they still working it out through the thick and thin. Nobody knows what's going on behind closed door, but that's their business. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to put it on the red talking table, then guess what? People gonna be listening.
That's the point, though. Their business is out there, so everybody knows their business.
So their business is our business.
No, it's not.
It's not our business, but it's because people care because it's publicly out there. So yes, you said why people care because some people care.
It's just TMZ, I guess.
Yeah, that and just themselves.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta have something to talk about the red table. They gotta come with something because if they don't, they lose views and all types of stuff. So they come with it.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? People put their stuff out there, and that's what they done. And they was okay with it, and they seem to be dealing with it fine. Maybe they, like you said, maybe they'll just do a detox from the limelight and just let this thing die down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this will be a good time for them to, you know, do Will and Jada time and go like on a trip.
I know the thing about this more than anything is that I was listening to sports and they started off talking about this and the sports, or even the sports people talking about. I was like, what? From late last night, the first guy was
I bet the Oscars got more views now than they have ever had in the last couple of years.
Not many people viewed it at that moment. I think they definitely had more hits on YouTube.
But honestly, I didn't even know the Oscars was going on until you said something.
Well, number one,
I haven't been paying attention.
The Oscars came on the worst weekend. On the weekend where we went an hour ahead. we went an hour ahead, so yeah, we lost an hour.
Right.
I wasn't trying to steal. I mean, what time the Oscars came on? Probably 8 o'clock at night.
I don't even know. So American time, right?
Yeah, American time. 7, 8 o'clock American Eastern time. So that's like what? 12, 1 o'clock our time?
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot, I was asleep.
I had just drove down to Cardiff. I wasn't trying to be up watching that. I had to get up in the morning.
Right.
So that's the one thing about stuff happening in the U.S. that we kind of miss it because of the time difference. But yeah. And a lot of people get on talking about it. I saw a couple of friends of ours get on and talk about it. And people have been commenting and stuff. Some people boss move, soft move, and some people saying, but like I said, it is what it is. It happened, so now we just move on and we just see what's going to happen in the future and see what's going to be the case.
Yeah, blessings to them though. Even Chris Rock, all of them. I just
more than anything, let's pray for them. Let's pray for their marriage and pray that that if he does need any kind of assistance or anything like that, he will get it. Or they both will get it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that, they can move on from this and make them better people and better for themselves and for their marriage. That would be my thing more than anything is that we just need to pray for them and say, you know what, let God handle that and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't agree, but I'm not mad at him.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at him at all, period. No. .com.
.com? What do you mean .com?
I'm just saying I'm not mad at him for it.
.com. You said that.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm just not mad at him for it.
So, wow, I didn't know it was going to be on this line. I just thought we was going to get off about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been...
You can't stop talking.
No, I'm done. Hey, if you guys want to comment on this, later, when you watch it. Just put your thoughts and your comments and stuff like that. It'd be good to hear other people's views. And yeah, let's jiggle with it, right?
Leave that alone. When's the last time you heard that song?
I haven't.
It's been years. I don't listen to rap anymore, really.
Yeah, but I like that song though. Jiggle with it.
Let's get jiggy with it. Say it right.
Whatever, same thing.
No, it's not same. You don't even know the song. You talking about song. I like that song. But jiggy with it.
I have heard.
Let's get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
Say it right.
Let's get jiggy with it.
Jiggy.
Jiggy with it.
Jiggy. I can't even say it right. How you like something you don't even talk? Anyway. We just want to thank you guys for joining us. We just had to come on today. We normally don't come on throughout the week, but this was definitely something that we just had to come on and give our opinion. And
drop your comments down in the bottom there.
And on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
Put it down up in there.
We don't mind, even if you don't agree, even if you have to say that we're stupid for saying what we said. That's
Wait
fine
a minute,
with us.
I ain't stupid. Nah,
I'm not saying we're stupid. I'm just saying, like you said, there's people out there that are going to be negative. So I mean,
negative or positive. Put your opinion on that because you're entitled to your opinion and how you feel. And it is what it is. But also I did like with what's Dave? What's his name?
I don't know. Who?
He talked about it. The pastor. Anyway, I can't remember.
What pastor? We know him?
No, he's a singer as well. Haddon. Dietrich Haddon. He talked about it. He talked about something really positive.
I don't like him.
I like Dietrich. Yeah, I like Dietrich. But anywho.
But that's just my opinion. But
but that's your opinion. Yeah. You got some people that gonna like you. You got some people that are not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It is what it is. So.
But the thing about it, I don't like him, but I don't know him. So like I said.
So how can you not like him?
Because we all, you know me. I'm very particular when it comes to certain people. I just don't. He cool, I guess, in a sense. I just don't care for him or his music.
Oh, I like his music.
Yeah.
He did a song. It sounded like Purple Rain, but it was nice. We went to one. He was in Bermuda once.
No, we didn't go to anything he did.
Oh, I remember being in Bermuda and he was there.
No, he was not in Bermuda. That was Fred Hammond.
Oh no. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
That was Fred Hammond. We can't even get it right. Listen, woman. We went to see Fred Hammond. He was the bomb.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna find my evidence and I'm gonna show you.
I would have known we went to see a DJ Hayden. You know.
See, you really don't know him because you don't have the same thing, right?
Dietrich.
My
apologies, but
yeah. Dietrich Haddon.
Yeah.
I like Dietrich.
Well, we don't want to get into all of that because you're not.
But anyway, I was just basically saying the positive that he was throwing out there.
I know. That's all I'm positive about this. It's good to be positive in this situation.
He's, he did mention he's not saying that it's right. He probably could do it differently. However, it is what it is.
And on that note, we want to thank you all for joining us. You want to play the sound?
Yeah. Check y'all later.
Check it later. This has been a God is Real and Raw bonus
podcast. This Tara.
This Pedro.
All right. Check you later.
Peace.
To the God Show.